Laker Nation, we won, but let's talk about it. Let's hit the intro. This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. All right, Laker Nation, welcome to Perspective Log Laker Fandom. We are here telling everybody, welcome. Something happened here. Now we get it here. Welcome, right? All right, so see if we yeah we are here, right? Um, so I showed this question before, and I said um, either 5 or 6, right? Let me know if you think it's about that 5 or 6, or is it if there is a different number? Do you think this goes further than 6 games? Um, as far as I know, it could be 5 right now. Um, you know when Tyler Hero did that ugly smirk that I don't know how to. That kid, I like the kid, but that was a mistake, man. Didn't see how the Lakers reacted to all the other guards doing like smart remarks or like shaking and doing all this uh, showing off. The Lakers didn't reacted well, or I mean, they reacted well for us, but not for the other teams, right? So let me run by how good this game was for the whole team. You know, I mean, you got Davis had only 22 points. They are fronting him, and that's it's becoming a problem for Davis, right? But even when it's a problematic game for Davis, he still scored 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. I know he's got at least one block. He had 2 3 pointers. He had one steal and 4 blocks actually. So I mean, I take that. That would have been a star game for anybody else. It might be an average or slow game for Davis because we're expecting him to score 30 points, you know. But it was a good game. LeBron James had one steal, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 28 points. Uh, KCP, like we're talking about, he's becoming that third guy. He scored 15 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Danny Green scored 10 points, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds. So um, Caruso had 7 points and 2 rebounds. And again, Markieff Morris and Kuzma scored the same amount of points. Last time, both scored 19 points. This time, they both scored 9 points. Kuzma grabbed 2 rebounds. Um, where's Markieff? Markieff had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And Rondo had 2 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, and in the plus minus, he was +8. Um, what else can we say about this game? That's kind of summarize this game. We are running without our 2 bigs, you know, the JaVale McGee and um, I. I'm not even sure did I didn't even see Howard. Howard only got 2 rebounds in the whole game. Did he? No, only 2 rebounds. That was Howard in the whole game. I don't know why they didn't use Howard because he did defended Arbayo pretty well. And I don't know. I mean, I prefer Dwight Howard to foul out than Anthony Davis to foul out. So you let me know what you think about the rotations. I mean, we won the game. I'll take the W any day. And now we got one W away from celebrating. To me, even though it was a sad day because of the death of my favorite guitar player, Eddie Van Halen, this year has been horrible. My favorite player dies, Kobe Bryant. One of my favorite intellectual dies. My cousin died. My mother dies. My father dies. Um, Pretty much a lot of the people I love died this year. And the year is not even over. I don't want to know how this year ends. But one thing positive would be this championship. this Laker championship. Um, I guess it's what it's keeping me to succumb into total you know uh, total depression, and I am, I suffer depression medically, not just metaphorically like most people. I take medicine for that, so it's been a really hard year for me, and um it's the one thing that is going for is the Lakers championship. So I need this as much as you can need anything in a year like this one, where you lose both of your parents, you lose cousin, you lose, um, you lose your favorite basketball player, Kobe. Not just Kobe, but his daughter. Thank God for clutch sports. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. Um, Whoever else watch this, uh, click on LA Sports Live. A lot of good content there. When I go and look around, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we almost got there. We are almost getting there to that championship, and so even though the depression and all that, there is something going on that it's uh, putting a smile on me. This this game was a hard game. I mean, it didn't start that good for the Lakers. You could see frustrated LeBron James, but eventually the team got in rhythm. And I don't want to take anything away from Miami. They are playing like they want to win this. They are trying hard, especially Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero, and Arbayo. They want this, but I think the Lakers are just, you know, so much a better team because of the chemistry, the passing game, the defense of the Lakers, and we're starting to see. Yeah, teams from the East definitely play tough. The Lakers. Um, the East is they build the teams to be tough, uh, and I think that's kind of the mark of the East, being tough and being like really uh, hard nosed type of teams, and I think the West is more built in actual, like, really good talent. But Miami is one of those teams that are tough and really talented too. I'm not surprised by the fact um, that um, what's his name? Oh, forgot his name. Smith. He picked them on the east. Uh, And I remember he picked the Lakers on the West, and he picked uh, the Miami Heat on the East, and everybody laughed at him, even though he's a seasoned guy in the commentaries, in ESPN, and all around anything that is sport news. So, so man, I mean, did he got his revenge on everybody that thought he was crazy for picking Miami on the East and picking the Lakers on the West. And I don't know why, but the Lakers had to prove they are the better team all year long. It's like, yeah, they are number one in the West, but we don't believe they are all that. We believe the Clippers are better. And the Clippers couldn't. And now there's a lot of people making excuses of why the Clippers are still the better team, even when they couldn't pass the Denver Nuggets. But that's all behind. There's only one game for the Lakers to become a championship team. And I'm going to tell you something. All these detractors that are saying that this championship is not legit, I want to thank you in advance, because that means that you're not going to keep that chip on the shoulders of the Lakers for next year. So they are going to have to repeat, right? And whatever excuse you come up next year, I'm telling you that from now, yeah. Jimmy Butler, I think they one of the things they did in this game with Jimmy Butler was to try to do two things: to trap him and double him on the top of the key. He, I'm not saying it worked out perfect, but it somewhat made him a passer. Um, Also, I think, I mean, after a game like the one that he had last time, the energy to keep being aggressive kind of goes away a little bit. And he tried to do it a few times, but the Lakers kind of like gave him the baseline to trap him at the end after doubling on the top. And I think that was designed for him to make him a passer instead of a driver. But he still managed to drive the ball a few times. Um, but I'm I'm glad that he became a passer too. Yeah, I think um, there was kind of something in the strategy of the defense to do that. But um, this is not a victory that took away the fighting spirit uh, of the Miami Heat. So that's why I predicted this series to go between 5 and 6, because I think that if the Lakers come to the next game overconfident, Miami Heat is going to surprise them. Now, being said that, a lot of these guys, I don't know how they are going to react. I know the uh, the Miami Heat have enough veterans to keep the youngsters with the right set mindset for the next game. But what I like about these games is that Markieff Morris is getting confident, that KCP is becoming that third guy, but Kuzma is trying also to become that guy. Also, I like that Danny Green made some contributions in the offense. And I'm gonna say this about Danny Green: even when he's not scoring, he's always being really hard on the defense. That's why I take sometimes issue with the high criticism on our players because it doesn't help the criticism that some so-called fans do to our players do more damage than what they do good. And these are guys who usually don't have this type of year. And so if they are here next year, I want them to pass that. I want them to go, past that bad day. And if KCP could come back and regain what he's doing now, he's scoring with confidence. He's making good plays, and he corrects his mistakes in the next one or two plays. That's what you want from your players. That's what you need. Kyle Kuzma is doing the same thing, you know. And so the Lakers team is a team with great chemistry, and that's why I say we are like that six man on the court, right? And so if we are real Laker fans, we support our team no matter what, from thick to thin, and we are about to be rewarded. The ones that have gone through the droughts, not just this one, but between the Showtime era and the time when the Lakers acquired Shaquille O'Neal. There was kind of a drought in that era too, and so we got to start um, taking those times to be a real fan, to check and if you go to the games, if you pay for the seats, become a motivator for the Lakers. You know, don't start shouting out to Danny Green that he can't score, because that might be true right now. But if you see his whole career is, a 40 from 30, between 37, 40 percent on 3-point shot, you know, that's a guy you want to keep having a good mindset on that, right? Um, and I know why people are on the case of Danny Green is because we are paying him a lot of money, right? What I don't understand is people that are on the case of Kyle Kuzma, who's getting paid less than any other Laker, and still he's got the pressure of becoming the third guy. We can't do that. We can't do that. We have a star for cheap as a star can come in Kyle Kuzma, you know? And we're hackling him. How? Why? You know? Why do you want to do that? Look, we are about to get a championship with this team. And some people, maybe Laker fans who are doubters because they have been our hearts have been broken for a while, but we are getting that championship. There's only one game separating the Lakers from the championship. And I think that right now, LeBron is telling everybody, you have to give 100% the next game, and he will pay it off. The whole season is hanging on that next game. And so it's a time that while the team can't get overconfident, the fans can't turn on their stars because they have bad games. I mean, they did that job. They scored when it was necessary to win. They did the right pass or the better pass. They grabbed that rebound that put us ahead at certain moment. All of them contributed. And it's important. It's important that we appreciate that. And that's what this game has given us. Now, what could we do better the next game? We got to solve that problem. Um, Miami is using the same tactics that the Houston Rockets used to get Anthony Davis out of the game. They did it successfully last game, and they almost did it successfully in this one. Um, the Lakers need to watch out for those passes. Too many turnovers, too many uh, careless hands off, uh, handoff passes, really, really weak passes, especially that one that Kuzma, LeBron was on Kuzma's case after that. Um, but if the Lakers take care of the ball, you know, and they fight for the paint to dominate that paint. That's what Miami is denying the Lakers, the paint. The paint, the Lakers have to recover that, but also keep doing those 3-point shooting that Markieff Morris, um, uh, KCP, Kuzma, and now Danny Green again are kind of like getting into that rhythm. Um, and so, we need to recognize what is going on and to really appreciate what kind of a team we have. We have a championship team, and I don't know. We might have doubters among our fans, maybe because of all that these last 6, 7 years, expecting the young core to at least get us into the playoffs. Uh, and then last year, we looked like we were on the way, and then pretty much the whole starting lineup got injured, almost everybody at the same time, to the point that we had to pull Caruso from the G League, and to surprise to everybody who doesn't see the G League, because I knew Caruso was that good. Caruso showed up and really made a difference, right? I'm saying the same thing about Taylor Horton Tucker. Watch him next year. He's going to become a key player for the Lakers, unless he gets traded, which I don't want him to be traded. I prefer to trade some other guys. The reason is, I know I got videos of Taylor Horton Tucker, but the guy, I mean, when you saw him in the playoffs, the little time he had, the small minutes he had, he drove into the basket. He shot from outside. He had 4 steals in one game. So he's a two-way player who can shoot from the outside. He's got 3-point shooting potential, He's got like 35%. It's not the best, but it's not bad. And he can drive to the basket and get buckets that way. So he can create plays for himself. He's a good passer. He's a good decision maker when he's passing. And he is a defensive threat. He needs to work on his footing, right? But outside of that, that kid is amazing. So I would keep him in the team because he can do. He's more versatile than some of the guys that are right now in our team. And I don't want to disrespect anybody. I just think that kid is that good. Um, at least he's got a potential to be really, really good in this in the NBA. So that's pretty much what I have to say. I wanna like I'm not a guy that demonstrate like a lot of emotion all the time, but I'm jumping inside. I'm jumping with this victory because I can see I can it's like I can just taste, I can just smell the championship going our way, you know? And you don't want to celebrate until you are the champion, but we are almost there. We are one game away. One game away. So I hope um, that game is the next game. I don't. I wouldn't. I predicted six. 5 or 6. I prefer 5. Just my mental health be better with 5. Now I'm just gonna ask you to make us be part at least of um, getting 500 subscribers. You know, subscribe to the channel, support the channel. I want to, if you see the first videos of this channel, and now you're going to see how. I hope you see a difference. And so um, I'll keep evolving. As a content creator, so you can have better stuff. Eventually, I want to have all kinds of graphics showing and explaining plays and things like that. Um, and put exactly what is going on a board where you can see, maybe animated and all that kind of stuff. But um, for that to happen, I need the channel monetized. So it would be increasingly good to get uh, to my first goal. My first goal is 500 subscribers. That's my first goal. Likes help, sharing help, you know, making comments help because in your comment section, the good thing about comments is that even we're not as well intended as some others, and even when there can be harsh criticism, I take the harsh criticism because I learn from that. I'll check those things that people would tell me. So please comment, let me know how the videos are, what I need myself to do to get better. All that will be appreciated, greatly appreciated. So now I just want to say that I'll predict the Lakers to win. And I predict the Lakers to win because of LeBron James. I think LeBron James can uh, help the coach with the mindset of the team, telling the team, this is how we need to do things. This is the kind of mentality we have. The job is not done yet. And this is what this team needs to win, you know? And so I hope that's how things are going to be run for the next game. Now, if do we have more comments? No? All right. Well, please check my other content. Check LA Sports Live too. Um, he puts a lot of content, so there's always something new in his channel. Um, I am, you know, in process of getting more content out. In you know, go Lakers, right? So we'll see, or we talk on the next at the end of the next game. Right now, I say goodbye until the next game. Or if I do a live pregame, um, I'll it will be announced. All right. Okay. So take care of yourself, each other, and everybody else. All right. Bye bye.